bothers me that I heard a lot of people, a couple of people, and I don't want to mention names, knocking him for it. I mean, I don't see why. You're a jealous, envious fuck. Let him do it. And he's making a buck. He's not bothering nobody. He's not doing it.
Welcome to this episode of Chatting with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today we're going to talk about Rocky Road. Hope you guys like this show. We're going to talk about Scammy Gravano and his, his little minions he has now. Because he has, what does he have? He has a crew now, right? A rat crew. Shout out to everyone that takes the time to watch this show. Kev, what's going on? Car Time Automotive, what's going on? Rocky Road. He has good titles, doesn't he? Staxx, remember I said rewatching our thing? Well, Sammy mentions one of his friends had a gay bar, and he used to go there. I think all the signs were there for Sammy, and nobody really noticed. Well, good thing I have the live, and we're going to play it today. Thomas, what's going on? James, how are you? William, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you guys. So I have a couple videos we're going to go over. Some pretty funny things. So let's start off with Sammy Gravano.
Hey, guys, you caught me lighting up.
Caught him in between his diaper change.
Hey. Here we go on another Monday, all kinds of things going on. I still have my cold a little bit.
Cold? No, it's not a cold, Scammy.
We had great meetings in California, like I told you, and I came back with a cold. I can't shake this fucking thing. So anyway, there's a lot to talk about. Should I talk about the first thing over here? All right. You know, I got a ton of cords. We put out t-shirts. These here t-shirts.
Here goes
this one.
Scamming again. Scammy Gravano. What? Let me guess. You painted this one too, right? We already debunked that he's a painter. He's not a painter. Bruno, what's going on? He had someone else do the paintings. We caught him out in a lie, and he retracted what he was saying. He retracted about the paintings. Now he says he sends the paintings to someone else. They paint a little bit. They send it back. He paints a little bit. Total lies. He never painted in his life. And if he did, I want to see a painting. I want to see a video of you doing a painting. Salvatore, what's going on? Bruno, Peter, how are you?
Here is a picture of me from when we did the Mafia States of America, and so it has a little bit of a history to it.
You should get one of you on the stand testifying, Sammy.
They're selling out like crazy. This one here, me and President Trump t-shirt. It's Trump.
No one wants that shit. Let's fast forward to
License
that.
plate. And they put it on here, and
you should be still there making license plates, Sammy.
I mean, it's all in the head. Am I tipping it? Am I getting my son in trouble? but it's his license plate. We were goofing on it. It went on a T-shirt, and it's selling like crazy too. So if you want to get them, get them. If you can't get them, we reordered already. They're on their way. We're getting them soon, and they are good T-shirts. I'm wearing it. It is a good T-shirt. That's what I was.
Where's the tail at? Where's his tail at? Right? I was wondering the same thing. It's gonna pop out. You'll see it wagging in a minute. And he's got his young little minions over there, right? Isn't he's sexually involved with one of them too, isn't he? That's what I hear on the street.
More involved with the pictures and everything like that was the quality of the T-shirt.
McCann, how are you?
I got one on myself, and it is a good T-shirt. Very, very comfortable. And when I went out with this T-shirt, I've had women stop me all over the place. And
yeah, because you're just so good looking, you troll. He looks like like the physical definition of a troll.
You know, grabbing my sleeve and pulling it. Where'd you get that? So they're like sexy T-shirts. I'm bullshitting a little bit. All right.
A little bit? The only girls you got pulling on your sleeves is the ones in your studio that you pay to be there. Now all of a sudden they're your little crew now, right?
So, but they're great T-shirts, and they have, if you're having a hard time getting it, I get it. They were sold out.
Gene's in the back heating up the Vaseline for him as he slowly applies it. But there's Gene's guest appearance.
Yeah, right over the weekend.
That was Gene's guest appearance on his show.
Just sold right out. It was amazing. I never thought it would move that.
Right, let's brag
come
some
out, and we're studying all of that, stuff like that. Went out. I went to Philly's sports bar, and they make some great cheeseburgers and stuff like that. I didn't feel like cooking, so I ran out and grabbed that. It was great. Really nothing, but.
You got a court summons today. You might be going to the big house. Summons for what? Damn, that's crazy.
Hung around, got some calls, did my little thing. I know on the 6th we have a big meeting with the Hollywood stuff, and can't wait for that.
Nobody wants to hear your dumbass stories anymore about your lies. Rest in peace to Alan Kaiser. This guy is a compulsive liar. So what's he going to keep telling the same stories over and over and over? That's what he's been doing. He has these two idiots over there. Yeah, the one that stole Ric Flair's jewelry. He has this idiot over there bragging about how violent he is. How he's not Italian. He's not a hitman. Never was, never will be. This is all he is. He's a woman abuser. And it's like he's proud of it. Trying to one-up Sammy on his little stories.
We have an OC Shorts, another one. He was getting in touch with me, and we were talking back and forth.
Yeah, another one, OC Shorts. So apparently OC Shorts is upset because I speak my mind. And I said he doesn't question him at all. He just let him spew his lies. He didn't stop him and ask him any questions. He just let him carry on.
We have one coming out soon. Tremendous topics. The guy does great research. I got to give it to him. I mean,
hey,
he comes up with stuff.
John! Welcome to the show, trash bag. Let's see. If we could find you a... There you go. Enjoy. Now that we took care of that, anyone else want to go down the ball? I think he's clogged. I think he's too big for the ball. The water's still on it. Hey, sometimes you gotta flush them, right? Punk ass bitch. What happened to your comments? I didn't even get to read them, bro. Now you could just watch. Make a new account. Come in again.
That
Make sure you subscribe, though.
sometimes, you know, I'm dazed with the stuff he comes up with, and then he tells me he's going to do these subjects and stuff like that. I agree. It gives me time to think about it. Some of them are such good questions. I could only go so far because they're going to be in my scripted show, the whole part. But I'm going to talk about part of them anyway, you know. So it's going to be a very interesting show, I think, for sure. I like his questions, straightforward. And he don't just ask me a question, he does research and he knows what he's talking about when he asks me a...
Liar. If he did research and he knew what he was talking about, he would know that you're lying about the Alan Kaiser situation. He would know that you're lying about a whole bunch of shit. I have piles of information on you, Scammy, and you've been proven to be a liar. And we're going to expose you every chance we get. And you can send your little minions in here and say whatever they want. It's all good.
Question. He's very thorough. I like that about him.
Social media was
quite a
down
few
last
on our
night.
list.
Social media shower. John Tasango, right? Is that his name? Tasako? Tasako.
Last one, I think we got over 200,000 between us. Got over 200,000 views, and that was pretty good. They were loving him. I got a little jealous, but I'll tell you the truth, everybody was loving on him. So,
Yeah, I hope you're
but
watching,
it was good.
Gene.
That's what it was about. You know, he doesn't need me, I don't need him, but I think he got a lot of my viewers.
He said he's jealous of OC Shorts. OC Shorts didn't need this bag of trash on his show at all. Just like I don't need any of them trash bags on my show. And they will never come on this show. I offered them to come on this show to debate me, but they won't because they know what will happen. Now they get no chance to get anything from me. They won't ever get a platform from me, ever.
Who thought the world of him. He puts out good shows, good content. You know, he's not snippy about people. He just puts out evidence, proof of things. So it's really, really good.
Yeah, proof of things. You should tell him how you're lying about Jack Russo. Tell him who Jack Russo is, Sammy. Who's Jack Russo to you, Sammy? How about Nick Scabetta?
You ready for last week's questions?
Yes.
Cool.
So I heard he got trolled. Him and these ditwit broads that he's with, and yeah, he's wearing Bull 19 shirt. Is that the age of the women that he? That's what it means, right? 19 murders. Like, how idiotic is this guy? It shows you the level of depravity that this guy has. Bull 19. What 19 bodies? No, it's the age of the girls that are in his studio right now.
Let's kick it off. Okay, first we have Twin Lucky from last week asks, Sammy, I'm 43, been a criminal all my life since my mom passed away when I was 19. I can't imagine working a real job. I tried a car lot with my twin. He was killed a year ago. Any ideas for legit money? Wish I served under you.
Yeah. Wish I served under you and you could have snitched on him too. Are you guys idiotic? Who is watching this person? Like, who in the world would comment that comment? I've been a criminal my whole life. My twin brother got murdered. Any suggestion on legitimate business? I would have loved to serve under you and get ratted on. Like what? Big Boy Blue, what's going on?
Gravano.
Yeah, he should wear a shirt that says Rat 40. How many people he put in prison? Exactly. Instead, he has Bull 19 because he killed 19 people. That is disgusting. Don't worry, his day is coming. Whether it's in this life or the next, Scummy the Bull is gonna meet his maker eventually, and he'll have to answer for everything.
He took some of those guys with him.
Sammy, you said Tato was an exceptional.
Falling into a bad trap.
Shut up. Tato didn't like you. Tato hated you.
For them, they did what they were supposed to. There really was. So if you're looking at a legit way to make money, that's of things. So its brother got killed, but
Killed a year ago. Any ideas for legit money? Wish I served under you.
Wish I served under you. You'd still be in prison for the rest of your life if you served under Gravano. Hey, Giovanni, shout out to Australia. We got a lot of people in the house. We got 40 people in the house. Make sure you hit that like button for Vaseline lips over here.
a great question. I mean, I don't know how your brother got killed, but
probably from you.
You know, the illegitimate life, there's a lot of things. You can get killed. There's a lot of ways you can be killed or reasons for it.
You could be ratted on by Sammy Gravano. You could be lied to and oh shit.
And you can go to prison. So if you're looking at a legit way to make money, that's a very good thing. And there is so many ways. There's all kinds of construction trades that you can go into. Everybody needs people, handymen, electricians, plumbers, carpenters, you name it. There's all kinds of industries that you can make money with.
Hey, someone told me Gene's hungry. Gene slowly opens the Vaseline jar and applies it to Scammy Gravano. Ain't that right, Scammy?
Excuse me.
Services that you can make money with. There's car service type of things like YouTube.
Yeah, you could have your kids sell drugs. You can start an ecstasy ring. You know, you could use Sammy the Bull's name, say that he's your underboss. You can do all kinds of things. You know, you can lie to the subscribers and tell them that you had nothing to do with Alan Kaiser's murder, and you know you can get away with all of it, especially on YouTube.
Uber drivers and stuff like that. There's a million ways of making legitimate money. You just got to use your ideas, put them forward, and it's a lot of hard work. But that's the way to make money. There's legitimate in everything. A podcast, there's so many things, but it takes time and effort to put it together and do it. My friend, you're on the right track. You're at least.
Yeah, it's kind of hard not to cooperate and then come out with a podcast. Speaking of coming out with a podcast, we're going to take a look because I can't stand the sound of his voice. I just can't. Ain't that right, Scammy? So we're going to take a look at number 5. Gene slowly applies the Vaseline for Sammy as Anthony just repeating, my father, my father, my father. No, you guys are brutal. All right, let's get back. I'm going to show you guys part 5 of the Joey Merlino on Vlad. Let's check it out.
Well, because that same year you got arrested by the FBI and charged with a violation of your supervised release.
Yeah, I got violated every time I was on supervised release.
Okay, what do they violate you for that time?
Talking to a convicted felon. You're not allowed to talk to somebody when you're on supervised release. You can't talk to a felon. Me and you could be in the same cell for 20 years. We come home tomorrow. If I see you, I can't talk to you. Fucking. So but that's just their way to put you in. It's like a revolving door.
And then they make you go to parole, right? They make you go to parole and see the parole officer, and all of these people from prison are there. Like, it's like a big reunion of all these people you've been in prison with, and you're not allowed to talk to any of them. You can't conversate. You can't mingle with them. Nothing. You're supposed to, like, no contact. It's pretty wild.
Yeah. How long do they send you back in after you violated?
She gave me 3 years. I did a year.
Longer than you could ever do, Vlad.
On a violation.
Got it. So.
Got it. Okay.
Oh, now you get out.
Stanfa. He said, I don't want to talk about that.
And then Stanfa ends up getting arrested for RICO, gets convicted, and gets sentenced to life.
Right.
So now you're out. And
Now you're out. You're the boss.
And well,
he wants to say that. Vlad wants to say that so bad, but he can't because he knows this dude will be like, fuck you. I'm done with this interview. Maureen, how are you? Thomas, what's good? Thank you guys for joining me this morning.
a bunch of stuff happens that we can't really talk about.
Right.
Can you talk about a guy named Louis Tara?
Who?
Louis Tura.
Yeah, I know him. I know of him.
Okay. Because at one point, Louis Tura, allegedly he was beaten by, he felt it was by someone that was affiliated with you. He had a meeting at his house where him, his father, and some other guys basically talked about killing him.
I don't know nothing about it.
Louis Tura gets arrested and he ended up hanging himself in his jail cell.
What did he do?
He hung himself.
Oh, he hung himself. Yeah.
You heard about this?
Yeah. It's in the paper. Yeah.
Okay. Do you know who Anthony Tura was at all?
No, I don't know them. I know the brother. I know they breed rats. The brother Rocky's a rat.
They breed rats. It seems like these rats are everywhere nowadays. Like they just want to be seen by everyone. This guy, Mr. I make sandwiches. Yes, I did. This guy kissed the ring, bitch. You got this one applying Vaseline all over the place. Mr.
I did this to the door.
Mr. I did this to the door.
To the door. I did this to the door. I pushed the door in. I did this to the door. I pushed the door in.
In this Airbnb, right?
Yes, I pushed the door.
And whose card is on file here?
Yes, I pushed the door in. I was going to get it fixed. Whose card's on file here? Not yours.
I did this to the door. I pushed the door in.
In this Airbnb, right?
Yes, I pushed the door.
And whose card is on file here?
Yours. But I'm going to fix it. I'm going to fix the door for you.
So if I get charged for this,
You're not being charged.
I'm suing you. I'm taking you to court.
I'm fixing it.
I'm fixing you. I'm fixing it. No, I'm going to fix it. It's only $500. Fucking dude don't even know how much it is to fix a door. He should with how many doors he kicked down. This fucking dude, he'll be in prison. Give it about another 60 days. Mark my words. 60 days. He'll be back.
They're all rats.
Right, because his father, Anthony Tura...
He pushed the door in with his lips. Sounds about right. Yeah, that sounds about right, man. He pushed the door in with his lips.
got arrested also for plotting to kill you, and then he got shot dead outside of a federal courthouse.
Yeah, I was acquitted of that too.
Hey, Shorty Mac, congratulations on getting them dismissing that case. That's quite funny. Now he thinks he's gonna sue everybody and get all kinds of money. Oh, look who we got here. Fat bald sperm cells. Speaking of the devil. They don't call Gene the Philly corn cob cleaner for nothing. Too funny, man.
Oh, they charged you for that?
Yeah, I got acquitted.
Okay. So what was that trial like? How did you end up beating that case?
They didn't believe the witnesses. They didn't believe Ralph. They love Ralph. Ralph got caught more fucking lies than he got caught. He said after, I don't know who got killed. He knew that my grandfather, I said on my podcast, my grandfather was good friends with Joe DiMaggio and Marilyn Monroe and all them. And we had a house, that's where I was born and raised, 927 Jackson. And he, everybody knew, like, they used to block the street off. Joe DiMaggio come to my house, Yogi Berra, all the Yankees. My grandfather was good friends with.
Make it clap, 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 clap. Make it clap, 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 clap.
And I guess Ralph was older than me, so he knew about the house on Jackson Street. So we're on trial, and this lying motherfucker, he's on the stand and he says,
make sure you guys go subscribe to the Skinny podcast on Patreon. I'll put a link in the description of this video. Go subscribe to Vlad too.
After the murder, murder was it? I think Veezy, one of these murders. He said we met at my house on Jackson Street. He come up with this big story. Every house the same, 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. He said the house, 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. He hugged everybody, kissed. He made it sound like a fucking movie. So I'm sitting there. Now this is supposedly happened in 90, fuck was it? 94, 95, whatever. I said to my lawyer, the fucking house, it's impossible. So we went and got the deed. My grandmother sold the house to Chinese people 3 years before that. So now we bring the Chinese guy in with an interpreter. And my lawyer says, did you ever see these? There was 7 of us. My lawyer's like, did you ever see any of these guys in your house? He said, impossible. You know Joey Merlino? Never seen him. Was he ever in your house? Did you live in the house this date? Yeah, here's the deed, everything. The fucking jury was laughing. He lied. He fucking lied. He got caught. He got caught in a million lies. And the jury didn't believe one word he said. They said it. After the trial, the jury said, I don't know why the government wasted their time putting him on the stand. We didn't believe one thing he said.
Well, I mean, you guys were friends at one point. Why do you think he turned on you and started testifying against you?
Because he got caught selling drugs. He was getting life with no parole. He got caught selling drugs. Not with us. Him and his...
Hey, we got a new member, Giovanni. What's good? Thank you for getting a membership. I appreciate you. I got a lot of content dropping. I'm going to start dropping some new content. I got a major interview lined up. You guys are going to be shocked at who it is. Like, shocked. Like, unbelievable. And you guys will see. Coming this weekend. I'm going to drop it this weekend. I'm going to do the interview tonight. But if you guys want to help the show out, you can donate through Cash App, Chattin with Staxx. And if you want to be a guest on the show, just hit up my email at BillStaxx2021. I'll listen to your story and let you know if I approve or disapprove. Now, everyone's story is worth listening to, except the rats. You know, they're not worth shit. So let's get back to the content.
His son-in-law got caught selling drugs with Previty, Ron Previty. Had nothing to do with us. He got caught selling meth for his 4th time. He was getting life with no parole, never getting out. So,
yeah, rats who lie, go figure, huh? Yeah, I really appreciate that, Giovanni. A lot of content dropping. Project DARPA, how are you? James, what's good? Does Scammy sell? What does that say? Any? Does Sammy sell any?
So what did he do? Made up a story, blamed us for everything. He got fucking 10 years, whatever, instead of life. His son-in-law got out, and we were, and we had to fight for our lives.
See, the one thing that you'll never hear these cooperators say is that they cooperated to get out of doing prison time. Ever. You will never hear them say that. None of them will take responsibility for what they did. Even Mikey Scabs, Mr. No Excuses, right? All he has is excuses. None of them say they didn't want to go to prison. They didn't want to spend the rest of their life in prison. They all have some intricate story on why they cooperated. It's pretty sickening.
Everybody that told on me got caught doing something like by themselves. You know what I mean? They didn't get caught doing a crime with me. Everybody that told on me. Just like Trump. The lawyer Cohen, what the fuck's his name? He got caught fucking income tax. Now he's telling on Trump. Fuck he blaming Trump for it. Trump ain't got nothing to do with him. It's the same story. It's easy.
To get out of prison. Exactly. You'll never hear Sammy Gravano talk about the 40 guys he put in prison. He's always like, John Gotti was going to betray me. What about the other 40 people you put in prison? What about the ripple effect that your cooperation had? Same thing with Michael Francis. He never put anyone in prison. Your words did. This isn't a picture of you waving goodbye to your family. The picture with him with his hand up. Like, these people are delusional.
Asking the right questions.
Perfect. We have Demi Vitale asks, was there anyone besides Roy DeMeo that gave you the chills?
Yeah, himself.
There really wasn't too many people who gave me the chills. Roy DeMeo didn't give me the chills either. I knew him and I was pretty friendly with him. I'm going to show you an example that people thought I was a little more close.
Patera's a more stand-up guy than this guy ever will be. He's still in prison doing his life sentence. Gravano will never be Tommy Patera, ever, as much as he wants to be.
That I was. Frankie the Chico, John Gotti got the hit to kill Roy DeMeo. He got a little nervous about it. Paul picked up on it, took it away from him.
Hey,
he gave
Anthony.
it to Frankie the Chico. Frankie the Chico called me up.
You killed Frankie the Chico for his business, and you didn't pull him from the wreckage. A police officer did. You lied about that too, Sammy. Such a liar. He just can't keep his shit together. He can't. His fans ask the dumbest questions, 100%, because they don't know any better. Like these women that are there with him reading the questions, they don't know who this guy is. He is the biggest dirtbag in the country. He's got a Bull 19 on his shirt. Like he's proud of it. If I ever seen him, I'd rip that shirt off him.
And said, bro, I got Roy's ticket. I said, I'll come down to Bath Avenue, I'll talk to you.
Liar. He never did this. This is all bullshit. He had nothing to do with Roy DeMeo getting killed. Nothing.
Roy's ticket, I knew exactly what that was. He had the contract on him.
Hey, Danny, Jerome, how are you? 100%. What rat isn't a liar? They're all liars.
So I went down and saw Frankie. I said, bro, you need help? They were all dangerous there. He said, no, I got this. I got the twins, his two top guns. Talked to them, told them, if they do the job, we'll take the contract off for you guys. And so I said, well, I'm with you. You know that if you need me, just give me a holler and be careful with this. And the twins did it. They killed him. They put him in a trunk.
And now they're getting out of prison. And maybe they'll be more famous than you are, Scammy Gravano. Soon, because Sammy says it, that it's true. That's what a lot of these people think. They think just because Sammy says it, that it's true. I'm living, always tuned in. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Peace and love always, brother. I'm proud of you. I appreciate that, man. Bruno kind of feel the same, Staxx, about Frankie. He had Frankie killed, 100%. He was close with Gas Pipe. Gas Pipe's the one that planted the bomb. And he was there that day. How come he didn't get blown up? Because he knew what was going to happen. And he had his own people killed. He did it 19 fucking times. Look on his shirt. He's very proud of it. Sammy's tattoos would go over too well many places.
There was a chandelier in the car. They put it on top of him, closed him in. That's the way they found him. We did take the contract off of, when I say we, it's not me, it was the Gambino family. Put the contract off of them. They did what they were supposed to do.
Yeah, usually when you get older, you stop lying, right? Not these guys. The older they get, the more intricate the lies get. Especially this one. Let me show you. Especially this guy. He's a Gambino hitman. Next thing you know, Scammy Gravano is going to be talking good about him again. It's just insane. It never ends. Oh, wait, there's another hitman right here. Slowly applying Vaseline to his victims. Hungry, Gene? There you go. Here's lunch for today.
Eventually, we transferred the twins to the Lucchese family, the Gas Pipe and them.
You didn't transfer nobody to nothing. He acts like he had a say in what was going on. He had no say. He wasn't the administration. We transferred him over. No, the fuck you didn't.
He liked them. He wanted them. We gave them up. So they went to prison. Matter of fact, one of them has been out a while.
He thinks he knows. He has no idea. These guys get out of prison, they're going to be way bigger than Scammy Gravano, and they're gonna change the game if they come out and start going on the internet.
He got some sort of release, and the other one is coming out in April. He got some sort of a release too.
Maybe he'll come on your show, Scammy.
So both of them will be coming out. They're both still alive. I hope they change their lives.
Unlike you, right? Mr. 19.
They're extremely dangerous, both of them. But they got the opportunity. They got a good taste. They've been in prison for a long fucking time. Maybe they could change their life around.
Only thing Gene ever hit was the store for some Vaseline or a door jam. The only thing Gene ever hit was his girlfriend.
And go forward. I wish them luck.
Ain't that right, Gene?
So, but he didn't give me the chills. So I was getting to that point when Paul called me to the house, and I was having coffee, and he pushed a newspaper near me and said to me, read that article and tell me what you think. The article was, they found Roy DeMeo in the trunk of a car.
Yeah, right? Look, Gotti didn't make him the underboss until his underboss was blown up, right, Staxx? 100%. He didn't make Sammy Gravano the underboss until Sammy killed the underboss with Gas Pipe. I believe that it was conspired between Sammy Gravano, Gas Pipe. I think Vic Musso may be involved. Who knows? But they killed DeChico. You know he probably paid him money to do it.
And I knew as I was reading, he was testing me because he knew we had some sort of a relationship. You know, he wanted to see if I would say, whoever killed him, Paul, I'll get even, I'll kill them.
Yeah, I bet you the DeMeo twins are going to come out and The Gemini twins are going to come out with shirts that say, I killed Roy DeMeo. Right?
Fucking falling into a bad trap. But I looked at it, I knew what he was doing, he was testing me. And I said, Paul, if you're mad, I'm mad. I don't really give a fuck. The guy was a serial killer, a fucking nut.
How does he walk? I'm asking the same question. How does he walk freely? He must have Secret Service protecting him in public. He must. He doesn't go to New York. That's for damn sure. He's afraid of New York City. He's not even allowed to go to New York City for the rest of his life. His cooperation agreement should have been ripped up a long time ago.
Don't matter to me. Okay, and he started talking to me about union stuff and everything. But just goes to show he thought I was real close with him. So I wasn't afraid of him. I just thought he was off the wall. Some people lose their fucking mind. Gas Pipe was like that too. So it's not that he gave me the chills. I didn't trust him because
he hides in storefronts. He hides in a storefront in Arizona. That's what he does. This guy's the worst of the worst. It's like so disrespectful for him to have that shirt on. It really is. Bull 19. Like, I didn't even realize what that was until I seen it. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
When somebody's killing for no fucking reason, other people, legitimate people.
Rest in peace to Alan Kaiser.
How could you trust him? How could?
Yeah, you're right, Sammy. How could anyone trust you? Social media has just lost its shit.
You even like him anymore? So, with that, it's not that he gave me the chills. I didn't want to be around him.
Okay. I have Danny Murphy. He said
that meme is insane. Which one, man? Hit that like button, subscribe. Yeah, that's actually his dumbass son's license plate. I think Gerard's a douchebag too.
As just a big respect to Sammy, Amina, and Anna, and the crew, and everyone on the chat for all the well wishes for my granddad last week. The 88-year-old tough nut is coming out of the hospital and home tomorrow. Much love to everyone. So if you remember last week, Danny was at the hospital.
I do remember.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Gene's selling merchandise now. If anyone would like to get a floaty, we'll leave a link in the description if you want to buy one of these floaties off of Genie Boy here. Genie the Weenie. He's selling these lip floaties. That's great, man. I love to see this.
He was tuning in, and
And
you
Danny,
asked how old his granddad was. He's 88.
88. Congrats, bro. I mean, I'm glad he came out, and I'm glad everything is working out for you.
Yeah, I'm glad you came out too, Sammy. Who's Jack Russo, Scammy? Huh? You want to tell him who Jack Russo is? The gay bartender that you had a sexual relationship with, Sammy? You want to tell the people?
I hope he goes to 98. I mean, and more, but at least 98, as long as he's healthy.
Okay, we have Paul. Paul says, Sammy, you said Tato was an exceptional captain due to how well respected and liked he was. Did he have a bigger crew than most captains in the family due to that?
Well, when Tommy Rava was killed, Anastasia, and then Tommy Rava, Tato was the one who killed Tommy Rava. And he became very close, very, very close to Carlo Gambino. He took some of those guys with him, under him, and he did have a pretty big crew. I don't know if he had the biggest crew, but he had a pretty big crew, and he was extremely close to Carlo Gambino.
Xavier San Diego says, Sammy, how much walking do you do?
Walking?
Walk to my office every day.
I walk, listen,
Walk to the fridge.
I have these special boots, and these boots are made for walking, and that's just what they do. Some of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. Boop, 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 boop. So, I don't know. I did a lot of walking. I do a lot less now. I should be doing more, but I did a lot of walking.
You should be sitting in a prison cell for the rest of your life, not able to walk anywhere. His ass should be chained to a pipe and lashed for the rest of his miserable existence. This guy's crazy. His son really driving around with a license plate that says Bull 19. That's disgusting. Like, it really is. Real proud of your old man, huh, Gerald? Gerald? Is that his name? Gerald, right? Gerard. That's his name. Gerard. What a fucking loser, man. Like, wow.
And walking is good. I used to jog for a while. Now I can't jog. I got a bad back. I'm up in age. So I do a little bit of walking. And I walk around even when nobody's here. I wind up talking to myself, and I walk from one area to I got a big office, and I walk from one area to the other area. Lily tires out. She tells me, "You're gonna stop walking or what?" So I don't do too much walking anymore.
Hang on. Is it? Okay. Okay. J. Marie says, boss, do old school guys bring you a little gift when they visited you in recent years to show respect? If I ever visit your office, I'm definitely bringing you a little envelope.
Yeah, I got something for you, too. I'm going to give you something, too, Scammy, if I ever come across your ass. I'm going to rip that shirt off your fucking back to start with. And then we'll take it from there. And your little punk bitch-ass son ain't going to do a fucking thing. Fucking Gerard. Big gangster, right? Let's take a look at Gerard, what his daddy did to him. Oh, look at that. Did your daddy put you there? Yes, he did. I believe Gerard's still on supervised release. Looks like a blockhead. Rocky Road?
I would appreciate that. You know, in an Italian way, a mob way, it's a sign of respect. When I visit people, I'll bring them.
Who in the hell has respect for this guy after what he did? Look at his shirt. His son's driving around with that on his license plate. It should explain it all. These guys are trash. Everything associated with them, anyone associated with them, and that's it. I'm drawing the line. His father.
A bottle of wine, or I'll bring them something, food, or, cake or something. It's just a thing of respect.
Yeah, Gerard should wear a shirt that says ecstasy on it, right? Ecstasy. I sell ecstasy with my family. Here, let's look at the rest of the ecstasy crew. I told you guys I got some information about that little ecstasy ring that they were doing, and we're gonna have the person on. I've been working on it, so here's his little ecstasy crew that was using Sammy's name. So right there, the guy in the middle of Gerard and the guy standing up, that's Karen's baby's father. Yeah, these guys are running around. You don't want to get buried in the fucking desert by Sammy Gravano. The most dangerous man around. He's got 19 murders. Now he's bragging with a fucking t-shirt that says Bull 19.
Respect, whether it's money, whether it's a gift, whatever it is. It's a sign of respect. When I met with the Mexican...
Hey, Joy, how are you? Rest in peace to Alan Kaiser. Make sure you go check out Joy's Facebook page. Justice for Alan Kaiser. Don't worry, one of these days he will get justice, whether it's in this life or the next.
Guys at one time, and they invited me to their home. I told a whole long story about it. I'm not going to get into it. I went and go buy sausage, Italian sausage and stuff like that. I went to their little party.
Yeah, he buys Italian sausage, And then this guy applies it. He applies the Vaseline to the sausage. Don't forget your merch from Lips here. So Scammy buys Italian sausage, and then Gene applies the Vaseline to it.
I brought it in. I met their wives, their kids, people. So it's just something you do. It's showing a sign of respect. So I would appreciate that, bro. It's not the amount, or it's a sign of respect.
He's talking about a sign of respect. Look at them numbers on his shirt. You know, one of them numbers stands for Alan Kaiser. That's the most disrespectful thing that he can possibly do, is put them numbers on that shirt. It's sickening. I can't believe he can even get away with things like that. Of course, Joy. This guy, I'm telling you, if I ever see Sammy Gravano, I'm going to rip that shirt off his back. It's insane.
Okay, we have Steve Jackson. Hey, Sammy, what would you and Frankie have done differently as boss and underboss had you taken Gotti out?
Everything. I mean, I really a lot of things. I think we would have been more Goes in Nostra and less. We wouldn't have been out there. You wouldn't have saw all that flash, all of that stuff. I know that Frankie wasn't like that at all. I definitely wasn't like that. So you wouldn't have.
Well, he killed Frankie DeChico in order to get his spot and take his business. He killed his friend. He killed a lot of his friends. Now he walks around proudly displaying number 19 on his shirt because he's proud of what he's done. And anyone that supports him, you're just as bad as him. And yes, today was the court date for the Gottis with that little thing that happened. Project DARPA, how are you? So this is John Jr. Gotti's daughter appears in court on assault charges from high school basketball game. It says John Jr. Gotti's daughter was back in court on Wednesday on assault charges stemming from a high school basketball game on Long Island. Police said Gianna Gotti, 23, and Kimberly Gotti, 55, got into a brawl with another woman last month during a game at Locust Valley High School in Lattingtown. They should put an R in the front of that, right? Rattingtown. The alleged victim told police that a fight broke out after she asked someone to stop cursing at the students. But people are rebutting on what that says. Listen, I'm just reading the article. Don't kill the messenger. At that point, I felt my hair being pulled and felt my wig coming off. It was held down by 3 clips and Velcro. She felt. The woman said in her statement, police said, it felt like my scalp was being ripped off. And I observed the lady with the gray jacket pulling my hair. However, the Gotti family's attorney said that their son was playing a game and he was being abused by the woman. She chose to fight. She chose to fight with the wrong woman. She got into a bad decision. And then she decided to press charges. John Jr. Gotti said outside the courtroom, Gianni Gotti is a young lady who is going to go to law school. Yeah, this doesn't trip her up. So I don't want to have any type of criminal record or any blemish on her record. A little late for that. And the mom didn't do anything wrong. Well, I disagree with that. I believe that they did do something wrong. You could have walked away from the situation regardless of anything. Added the attorney. Kimberly Gotti was also charged in the case, but was not in court Wednesday. Both women are due back April 9th. Junior ran the crime family while his father, the Teflon Don, was serving life and eventually died in 2002. And we all know what happened with Junior. He ended up out of the life. But anyway, I got a lot of things to do today. I got some major interviews, so you guys stay tuned for that. It's going to be really good. You guys will be surprised at who I have coming on the show. Shout out to Joy. Thank you for joining me today, Joy. And anyone that supports Sammy Gravano, shame on you. I appreciate all you guys. If you like this, subscribe, hit the notification bells. You can donate to the show at Chattin with Staxx Cash App. If you want to be a guest on the show, just hit up my email at billstax2021. I appreciate all you guys. And remember, don't be Sammy Gravano.